steps in and fakes the right hand. Boom! Oh, sorry.
That. Same energy, yeah. And sometimes that one I can just use it for range finding. But, boom, exactly.
Make him react.
Like energy, intent. If you jab like this, boom, and you feint like this, they're not gonna believe it. Same energy, you know? Also not so close. Back. Act like you're fighting, measure the distance. So yeah, same from it. Not be not so close.
How many feints should you do for every time you actually commit? So like some of the best fighters in the world are on about 5-1, but the very best fighters, if you follow the pattern, the ratio goes up and it's more around 7 or 8. That means like 1% of the elite are feinting 7 to 8 times before they actually do a hit. Now, if you take that, you can apply that to anything. Remember, variation is the key. Ready? 1, 2. You'll be wearing gloves, grab a partner, no bare knuckle.
Hey guys, before we get back into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you like it. Leave a comment down below if you like what we're doing. And in case you didn't know, when you're visiting BangtaoMuayThai.com, BangtaoFightStore.com, retail, merch, all of our stuff, enter in discount code YouTube10 for 10% discount off of everything. Enjoy the video.
Okay, we're here with Eugene Bareman from City Kickboxing. He's the mastermind behind City Kickboxing that's been producing a large amount of UFC fighters and champions coming out of New Zealand. So he's part of the seminar today, and just wanted to say hello to Euge and say thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, Will. It's amazing for me to be here. As you know, we have very close ties with Bangtao, and some of the founders. We've been friends with them and working with them in a coaching capacity for many, many years now. It's been the first time I've managed to get over here since I've been a little bit of a part of this since its very first inception, and it was just an idea on a napkin. And to come here for the first time and see everything that's been built, see guys like you in charge and all the staff, it's just like an amazing feeling to be here. And this is a world-class facility with world-class coaches. This will be, in the coming years, this has got to be one of the best, if not the best gym in the world in the coming years for sure.
Wow. Thank you for the kind words. So we got to know what's on the agenda today for the seminar, from your side at least. And I don't know if you know what Izzy's going to show, but maybe you could say a couple words about it.
We're obviously, there's certain things that people expect when you are dealing with city kickboxing fighters and stuff. So we're going to go over some of those core things. And look, I'm like very good at explaining the concept behind them, but the master at executing those things is obviously Israel. He's got the array of techniques and he's got the practical knowledge to do it. So it's going to be a little bit of conceptual stuff from me, but the real cream is going to come from him because he's the one that actually does it and he's the one that can execute it like a master. So yeah, did a lot of feinting, a little bit of movement, footwork, showing our different looks and the philosophy behind all those different things, like a little bit of deeper understanding. Like people can go on YouTube and look at all these things, but for a deeper understanding, I think that's what you come to a seminar for, so you get that inside knowledge on what's going on here.
Nice. Thank you for the breakdown. We're really looking forward today, and thank you so much.
Listen, loving it here. Bangtao, #1.
Obviously, we're very privileged and honored to have two-time middleweight champ Israel Adesanya and Eugene Bareman, the brains and operations behind one of the best gyms in the world. They've given us their time. They've flown in from Auckland, New Zealand, so please, they're going to show you a bit of what got them to success, guys, but please be respectful. No photos to the end, so when you're walking around showing technique, don't be trying to take fucking selfies. Just be respectful, please. We'll handle that. We'll get all that sorted at the end. So give a round of applause. Yep, here we go.
Yeah. For now, it'll just be coming together, going apart, coming together, going apart. What you'll see is like, I'll be good at like explaining things a little bit more conceptually, but the master of execution is obviously Israel. He can put it into actual practice. I can just talk a whole lot of shit. So we've got some drills, some concepts, come together, get the concept, move away with the drill, and we'll just keep working like that, yeah? Me and Izzy are gonna have a look around, take a little gauge of like the level of everybody across the board. We can, you can tell these things from just the way a person moves and how they shake. And then after that, we'll come back in and then we'll begin, yeah? So this will be like our warm-up because it's really cold today, yeah? Okay? So we'll just start shoulder boxing, yeah? 1, 2. Spread out a bit, spread out a bit.
Oh, yes, please.
I'll just break that feint down. Yeah. The 4 basic feints for beginners.
4 basic feints.
Just the foot, just the hand, shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the first one.
But then the drill for that will be like, you and Frank actually spar, and then if you make Frank, then that's a success.
Yeah.
So you have to hit him as well.
Yeah.
But if you make him like react or slip, then you've found success. That'll be the first basic drill.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if we come in real quick, we'll get into it. We'll start with just like very basic feinting, because obviously that's what Izzy's really well known for. And start with the absolute basics. So the main thing is that you have, the thing that people forget is you have to have variation. If you think about when you're fighting, if you're a fighter and you lead with the same thing, I start with the same thing every time, you're going to become predictable. If I start with my jab every attack, eventually that's going to become predictable and you're going to pay for that, yeah? With exactly the same idea about varying your leads so you don't become predictable, you have to use the same idea for feinting. You can't just show the same feint and expect success. You have to show different feints, yeah? And there's all sorts of feints. I only know a few. Israel knows far more than me. I'm going to show you for the beginner people some more basic ones, and then Izzy can elaborate on that. But basically, like the main feint people use is they just feint a jab. So they go like this. They kind of get their feet like this, then they go boom. Yeah, they do a half step, half jab, move their shoulder, have a good intensity on their face. That works really well. But if you just do that all the time, you won't get success because it becomes too predictable, yeah? So you need a way to break it up. You can break it up by feinting with other weapons, okay? But you can break it up much more simpler by breaking up that particular movement. So at a very simple level, what we like to do is, instead of doing that, we like to break that down. So I'll go like this. I'll just use my arm, yeah? I'll just use my shoulder, yeah? Or I'll use my foot, and then in that, I'll mix everything together. So now I'm moving around, arm, everything, shoulder, just the foot. And you've just provided, even just doing that, you've provided enough variation for the person to start to think and you haven't become predictable, okay? So, what do you think a good ratio of feints to actual hits is? Anybody know? How many feints should you do for every time you actually commit? Hey? 3 to 1? Yeah. So like some of the best fighters in the world are on about 5 to 1. But the very best fighters, if you follow the pattern, the very best fighters in the world, the ratio goes up. It goes up, and it's more around 7 or 8. That means like the best fighters in the world, the 1% of the elite are feinting 7 to 8 times before they actually do a hit. And then it goes down from there, like the lower levels of the UFC, they're just feinting like a couple of times and then they're just hitting. Well, many UFC fighters, they don't do any feints, they just hit, okay? So the drill, it'll just be, Izzy will be working those feints, but he'll actually be hitting Frank, and Frank's got to block or do whatever Frank does. Frank sometimes gets punched in the head a lot. Yeah. Good, and all you're looking for is reactions out of Frank. This is a basic drill. If Frank reacts, yeah. You can see Frank reacting a lot. He's like moving, he's moving, but there's nothing coming. That's what you want. And then something actually comes, and then Bob's your uncle, yeah? So everybody understand that drill? So work your feints. Remember the ratio of really good fighters, 7 to 8 to 1. If you study it properly, 7 to 8 to 1. But what does everybody do? They spend all their time hitting pads, 100% of their time hitting pads, yeah? And no time fainting, but they're on a ratio of 7 to 8 to 1. They don't hit more than they hit, but they only practice hitting. Okay, one person, grab a partner, anybody. If there's an odd number, it'll be a group of 3. Ready? 1, 2. You'll be wearing gloves, grab a partner, no bare knuckle.
Out of fighters in the UFC or other promotions, who uses the feints the best? Whether current fighters or past fighters?
Yeah, obviously I'm biased towards my guys, but outside of my guys, you've got like, man, you've got like guys like John Jones, you know, Leon Edwards has an excellent feint game off the top of my head. Obviously Alex Volkanovski. Yeah, these type of guys, Anderson Silva, a lot of the guys that have highly developed striking, they have a very sophisticated feint game that goes with that striking. So, yeah.
If you jab like this, boom, and you feint like this, they're not gonna believe it. You need a feint to be the same energy, you know? There you go. There you go. Right there.
Okay, we're gonna swap over. Let the other person have a go at getting some reactions. Swap over.
Sometimes as well, just boom. Boom. It's like a half jab. Just mix it up. Also, not so close. Back. You're feinting here. He can hit you straight away. So make sure you're not so close. Act like you're fighting. Measure the distance to here. Feint from it. Not be so close.
Okay, time, come in. We'll change the drill a little bit. You know, like when you hold the pads, we'll just use our glove. Yeah. You see, but see how the pad's here? You don't, this is not where you should put the pad, because the pad should represent the face. So you'll see good pad holders, good pad holders should move the pad to the middle, yeah? Shouldn't be hitting pads out here, yeah? So good padders, he goes 1, 2, they bring it to the middle of my face. You go 1, 2, boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. So it comes close to your face, yeah? So now I'm just the pad holder. I'll do it, Frank. Now you're hitting. And he's gonna feint, and hopefully he can get me to get it to the middle, yeah? See, just like that, you see? It's more obvious that I reacted. See, he got me, yeah? So everybody got that? One person's a pad holder. You got it? But don't hold the pads out here. This is bad pad holding. Okay? This is bad pad holding too. Okay? Boom, boom. Pad's just a subtle movement. We're in Thailand, so there's all sorts of pad holding, but that just a subtle movement to the middle, yeah? Okay? 1, 2.
We're talking about feinting.
Yeah.
Who in the UFC or other promotions does this the best? Current time.
In the UFC, you look at Islam versus JDM. I was very impressed with Islam's feinting. There was one point, because I always say sometimes I overfeint, but that's good because they never know when it's coming. Yeah. But Islam did that in his last fight with JDM. There was points he just was feinting like 12 times before he even threw a jab. This is later in the fight as well, so I was really impressed with that.
How much are you thinking about the feinting? Or is it more
You're not thinking. It's just second nature now. Yeah. For me, it's like Tourette's. I'm just chilling, and you want it to look as real as a jab. If you jab like this, pop, and you feint like this, it's not the same energy. You want the feint to have the same energy behind it. Yeah. Yes. And take time in between. Don't rush like jab, feint, jab, jab, jab. Take time in between. You can like feint, jab, make him react. Yeah. And don't be so repetitive with the same rhythm. Mix it up, mix it up. Yeah. Hey, brother, respect, thank you. Yeah. I like the energy, good.
14 wins, 14 finishes first round.
Really? That's good. Where you from?
Middleweight, Slovakia, Europe.
Slovakia.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's your name?
Elasto, El Chapo.
Elasto. I'm El Chapo. I like that. Good to meet you. So shoulders is this. It's like a just sharp movement. Make it sharp. If I jab like this, boom, and I do this, it's not the same energy. So make it sharp. Boom. Yeah, twist. Yeah, just twist. Like you're jabbing but no arm.
Same
So,
speed as your jab.
Same energy, same
When you
speed.
Speed.
Yeah.
On the jab, you speed also. The
Exactly. So they react.
And then,
With the I just do this. And sometimes that one I can just use it for range finding. But boom, same energy. Yeah. Try. Yeah. The more you do it, the better you get. Then mix it up. There you go. Yes. Good man. That's it.
Okay, time. The other important word, you want your feint to be from the long range, yeah? I want to convince Israel that I'm coming in from as far away as possible. As you fight better and better people, you're going to have to take more risk. So I'm going to have to push the distance in. I'm going to have to like, boom, boom, come a lot closer than I want to get a reaction and then pull back. Okay, you guys got to understand that. Now, if you take that, you can apply that to anything. Remember, variation is the key. Intensity is the key. You have to match the intensity of your actual attack. Yeah, and then you're just that little bit on distance. If you watch Izzy now, what you're going to see is a whole lot going on. You're going to see all sorts of feints, hip, leg, foot. You watch him for a couple of minutes, get some ideas of the way that he feints and some of the things that he does with his hip, his hands. You're not just going to see the 4 that I did. That's just for the beginners. You're going to see like a myriad of different feints. So if you watch him shadowboxing and feinting for a bit.
Also, for me, like a tip is, I don't know when I'm going to jab. So if I don't know, they can't know. So when I'm feinting, there's a system behind it, but also like a randomness. But example, like you said, from here, I got the hip feint, head feint, there, and like a Taekwondo one as well, is just this, raising the front leg. Because, you know, those guys with the front side kicks, so I'll be there like,
Right hand.
See? If you watch Islam versus JDM, their last fight, what I was really impressed with was how Islam, even in the later rounds, he was doing like 12 feints before he even threw a jab. Round 4, round 5. Like as a wrestler, he was really good with that, so. Boom. Boom. Good. Yeah, you get the gist.
So now we'll split up again. And now, I know a lot of you guys have your own feints and stuff. Now one person will be the defense, get them to react, get them to react, get them to react, and you can do any feint you want, and we'll have a look at it, and then we'll swap over, and then the other person will have a go, yeah? So now you're just whatever feint you want, let's see what comes of it, yeah?
Head feint.
Yeah.
It's just that. Just pretty much same energy as well, same speed, but just boom.
Yeah.
Just energy, just getting a reaction. It's random.
General forward movement.
Yeah.
General forward movement. Most of it is a feint in that direction. Yeah, so it's not, some of it's specific, like that's a feint towards that kick, but it's any movement in that direction is obviously you're gonna think is some sort of an attack. Yeah.
And when you have them already biting, any kind of twitch, they just like, shit. So when you have them cooked, that's a good one to use.
Okay, we'll split up. Any feint, get creative, as long as you get a reaction. Yeah, 1, 2, let's go.
against Whittaker, the first fight.
Yeah, and Costa was a good one as well. Like a lot of feints, he was, by the time anytime I did this, because I chopped his legs up, anytime I did this, he was just like, so then you know you have him. Yeah, I hurt his leg already bad. Yeah.
You're a business owner, obviously, City Kickboxing. You've got a fight team of 40 to 50 people.
Yeah.
You're one of, or if not one of the best coaches in MMA. How'd you balance everything? Like there's lots of people who might not be in the fight game, but they have life that goes on.
Well, I'll
How
tell
do
you,
keep everything going?
look, I have a very simple question to that when I get asked this question, and the truth of the matter is, if I'm being honest, I don't balance it.
So the whole thing of balanced life is
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
I agree with that.
The best people in the world, they don't have any balance. Yeah, they don't have any balance. Over the years, I've been like, man, I need to do more of this. I need to take a bit of time for myself and stuff. But the truth is, like, that doesn't align with my goals. The goals is to get my guys to be the best in the world, and it's an all-encompassing activity. So, like, there is no balance, bro. I've just got a beautiful wife and family. They support me, and they know that. They support me through my journey. That's an important key that allows me to spend definitely unfair and unequal amount of time trying to achieve these goals. So, brother, if you want to be one of the best in the world, there is no balance. Yeah, you gotta.
And like, if you could tell people, out of your fighters, like if someone wanted to make the city kickboxing team, do you look for that too? Like that dedication, you gotta go over and above, like just having a balanced life, you gotta push. You look at people who go a little bit further.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, the guys in my team that make it the furthest, they have exactly the same attitude as me. They're like, there's no birthdays, there's no weddings, there's no Christmas. And it's one of the key things that you can kind of selfishly look for. If I see a guy and he's like, oh, it's my grandmother's, great-grandmother's reunion, this or this, that's cool. I'm happy, like, you need to spend time with your family and stuff. But also, it lets me know that, you know, there's a little bit of a difference between that mindset of people that are willing to make sacrifices and people that aren't.
So sacrifice now and then the glory later, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you fake to do a takedown, now you can be hit because you're so close. Izzy's got the long guard here. You can hook off the long guard. You can frame and hide the right hand behind the long guard. It can be whatever look you want. Just change your body position. Anybody here know what the ultimate change of look is?
I want to get closer, so I'll have my defense up, and I'll start to be here, like in mid-range, because I know I've heard him. I know he's tired, you know? The lactic threshold to be able to hold your guard, like, because it's tiring. You try for a while, it's tiring, you know? Bro, exactly. It's like,